All right. Well, now we wait. I actually think I posted it for December 27th. And today's the 28th. My brain is not doing well today, or yesterday, or the day before, apparently. Whenever it was that I tried to get schedule this thing. Scheduled it for 9. It's a couple minutes before. Hey, Tim. I think it's Tim. I hope it's Tim. Give me just a second. I have that spoon actually ready. Hold on just a second. I just haven't. I just haven't sent it off yet. I want to boil it down there. You're gonna notice there's gonna be a lot of little pits and stuff in it because it was an old an old tree, but it is what it is. I'll clean it up and send it your way shortly. Actually, I wanted it to dry completely. Yeah, don't get too free with your awesomes until you see it in person. But it'll be all right. It's just a piece of wood. It's all it is. I actually put on the. I think it was. The thing said I was scheduled for yesterday, but I don't know where my brain has been lately. My mother went to the hospital yesterday, and she passed out. My dad called her before she fell and grabbed her and put her in the chair and tried to shake her to get her. He thought he'd lost her. And thank you, Mackenzie. You need to stay inside where it's warm. Look, apparently it's cold up there. Anyway, my dad called her and was shaking her and finally got her awake. And the thing with my mom, she has bad osteoporosis, something like that. Anyway, it's where your bones are brittle. She's 84, 85 years old. And so she's got to be very, very careful. She had a stroke about a month or two ago, and just a light stroke. It wasn't anything that debilitated her, but it kind of got her a little off balance. And anyway, so she was in the hospital all night last night. And, well, I don't really know, Mackenzie. Well, it's low blood sugar. She has so many issues nowadays, but they got her back. She went up to the hospital last night, emergency room with her. She was fine. As far as talking, she was talking fine, but she had a pain in her shoulder, her right shoulder, that was just really, really bad. She was screaming and hollering about it, and she don't do that. She's a pretty tough old lady, and but she doctor. Oh, I know what happened. Said she had got a shingles shot. Say that 3 times fast. In her right shoulder, up high, and I don't know if that had to do. Doctor come out this morning and said that's maybe what caused the issues or whatever. I don't know. She was very, very nauseated and sick, and her shoulder hurt. I thought maybe she broke her shoulder because she, like I said, that osteo stuff, if you break bones pretty easy with that. But anyway, I appreciate all that. I hope she's going to do well. I'm going to go up there in a little bit. My sisters from Louisiana are over there at the hospital now, and you can only have so many people in there. They run us out last night, and I don't like hospitals anyway, but I wasn't staying in the waiting room. The waiting room was packed full. They had a wreck, and apparently a big wreck. And then they had an uptick in the COVID stuff. Everybody, and it was in the evening. Of course, in the evening, everybody wants to go and to the hospital. And so it was kind of a busy place up there last night. So we didn't stay in the waiting room. I'm not staying in the waiting room. I'll stay out in my car before I stay in the waiting room. My daughter is a nurse, and you probably seen her on some of the videos, Faith. She's a nurse, and so I left her up there so she could kind of make sure everything was handled right, because she worked in that ER for when she first started, so she knew some of the folks, and she was able to get things done where a lot of people wouldn't be able to get done. It looks like my dad just texted she's put her in a room now. How is her shoulder today? Still hurting her. They done all the x-rays and stuff. That's what I thought. I thought with him catching her and shaking her, because he panicked. I mean, that's his wife of 60 something years, however long they've been married. They've been married at least 60 something. I don't know how long they've been married, but and he kind of panicked with her, and he's 86 or 87 now, and he's in fairly good shape, but he wasn't able to load her up. He wasn't able to physically pick her up and put her in the vehicle, take her to the hospital, so he called 911. Well, I had no clue. I lived 40 minutes from them, but I didn't have any clue any of this was going on. My daughter called and asked what's going on with Mama. I said, I have no clue what you're talking about. I said, well, their pastor texted out to them about, praying for Miss Cindy. I said she was in the emergency room. So of course I called, and Dad answered the phone. Of course, he can't hear. He's deaf. It's all get out. So that complicates matters some. And so I'm hollering at him over the phone, what's wrong with Mama? What's wrong with Mama? And hey there from Massachusetts, Homestead Jen from Massachusetts. But I'm hollering, what's wrong with Mama? What hospital y'all at? He said, we're not at a hospital. We're at home. I said, I thought you was at a hospital. He said, no, I called the ambulance or 911 30 minutes ago, and nobody showed up. So I said, well, Dad, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call one of your neighbors to come help you? And he said, well, I didn't want to bother anybody. I said, Dad, my goodness, I could have been there in 40 minutes because, of course, the ambulance. It took the ambulance 45 minutes to get there. Hey, Michael, appreciate you joining us. I missed you last week. Anyway, I finally called his neighbor, which is an uncle of my wife's, and asked if he would go over and check him out. And he did. He went over there and he called me back. And of course, then Mama wouldn't let him help her in the car either, because her arm was hurting so bad she thought she was going to pass out and all this. And it's too late to make a long story short, isn't it? Anyway, she's at the hospital. She's in a room now. Going to go up there in a little bit, check on her. And I appreciate all of y'all joining us on this fine Tuesday morning. Down here, it's cloudy, it's overcast, it's muggy, it's windy, it's nasty, it's the temperature's not December temperature, but it's gonna get there eventually. Hey there, little hedgehog, little hedgehog. Can't remember what you call him. You have one funny husband. Chris, I know his name. I can't remember. Lisa, maybe. Lisa. Laura. I'm terrible with names, and I don't write it down like Steven does. 70 degrees, but it's coming. It's coming. And y'all going to get it before we do, Michael, because you over there, you said Northeast Texas. It's coming. I think my son said it was supposed to get down in the 20s. Little hedgehog, Laura. I knew that, but I just couldn't bring it up in my head. Sometimes shots have reverse effect. I'm backed up a little bit, Mackenzie. Sometimes shots have reverse effect. I get the creepy, crawly itchies every fall from a flu shot I got 5 years ago. And I do appreciate all y'all thinking. I know Steven last night told me that he mentioned her on his live. I got to pop in like 5 seconds, but I do appreciate all y'all that prayed that mentioned her up before the throne of grace. Just warms my heart. Cold is coming. It's coming. Now it's not going to stay cold. It never stays cold too long here in South Mississippi, God's country. But and I can't handle it. I can't handle that cold. I don't know how. 7 degrees. Who said no? 9 degrees? No, that's just crazy weather. I mean, I just don't see how you move in that kind of weather. I'd have so many pairs of clothes on. You could look like that kid on the Christmas Story. It's been a long time since I've seen, but it seemed like he was all dressed up like a roly-poly. But it was that cold weather is just too much for me. Hey, let me tell y'all what I got planned. I don't know. I go from one thing to the next. I'm terrible at that, and I apologize. But I want to do different things with the channel, just because I get bored doing the same thing. I started out when I first started out. I've done a lot of canning videos, especially this past summer. I like to can. But my goodness, you can one thing, you can them all, because how many times you're going to see, you put the food in here, put it in the canner, and pressure cook it for however long. You can only do that so many times. In all honesty, though, those are some of the biggest viewed videos, I guess, because people are wanting to know how to do stuff. So I've got a couple of them that's probably a couple thousand views, which for me is humongous. I get 30, 40. I'm happy. Me and my wife do a happy dance out in the living room, and I need to video that, don't I? So when you have a couple thousand, that's pretty nice. But anyway, what was I talking about? I started out canning. I started canning. I started trying to do some garden stuff, and I like all that. I want to do that this year. I want to get a little bit more involved in filming the garden, and it maybe a little bit more detailed with the garden to be more educational. I don't know how to put that, but I don't want it to be boring. Hey, Shelly, Pine Tree, Central Louisiana girl. I know that because I'm from Louisiana, or originally from Louisiana. Anyway, I want to do that. But let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to make up my time just right. And I'm terrible at it, but I'm going to start. And I know probably most all of y'all could care less about it, but there are a lot of people on there. There's a lot of people that in my community that have asked if I would help them or do whatever. But I'm going to start trying to teach a beginner guitar lesson, just short, 5, 6, 7, 8, just to teach people something that I wish I'd learned 30 something years ago. Because if I learned it 30 something years ago, I'd know how to play the guitar by now. But I'm going to do that and I know all y'all aren't interested in that kind of stuff, but Tim, a goat rubbing his head on your leg, that's gold. That's not a fluke. That's just pure gold right there, man. I watched what's that girl that's oh my goodness, the mulberry girl, mulberry branch girl. Oh my goodness, I can't think of her name right now. But anyway, she was showing a video of a goat trying to attack her. Kind of trying to establish dominance. I thought when I seen that, I said, goat would be on the menu the next day. I'm not putting up with that. Now, a goat rubbing on your leg, I must have missed that. I don't know how long ago that's been. I generally watch them. But yeah, when that goat was coming at her like that, I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I'd start reading from the good book and teach that goat some religion. I'd read, I'd read how they used to sacrifice some things. There was a ram, and Abraham put it up on the altar and sacrificed. That goat would change its tune quick. I get you. I'm sorry. I'm just a yap, and I'm not looking at what y'all are saying. I apologize so much. You have a uke? Hey, my son has a ukulele, and he can play the doggone thing smart. He can play anything. About a year ago or so, he never wanted to play, never wanted to do nothing. One of his friends at school started playing, so he got one of my guitars, and I showed him a few chords. And then I showed him a scale. Just a simple, basic scale on the guitar. That joker picked it up, and he can play anything now. I ain't showing him nothing else. Smart Ellie. 10,000 views on that goat video. What was that goat doing to your leg, Tim? My goodness. Rubbing your leg. 10,000. I have got to post that thing if you can, so I know how to get to it. Hey, Pine Shelley, 2 videos, can't think of content to make. Also struggle to put myself out there. Let me tell you something. I wanted to teach that goat a little gospel. Go watch Shelley. What was I talking about? Oh, go watch the guy from Adventures on Homeland, something like that, on the Homestead, or anyway, I should have wrote all that down. And his latest video is talking something about that. It inspired me. I mean, it inspired me to no ends. He talked about, and basically what I got out of it was that we limit ourselves. We limit ourselves because we're afraid of what people might say about it, or what people might say about us, or and instead of pushing ourselves to go forward, instead of pushing ourselves to try harder, instead of using the obstacle before us to better ourselves, we kind of draw up into a shell and say, well, I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to put that. Hey, just film it. Just keep filming. Just keep putting it out there, and get a good edit program. because you can edit all the mistakes. There's no telling how many sniffs and uhs and scratching my heads I have edited out. Yeah, I know. I understand that. I had an English teacher in college, and I hated her. I hated English. I didn't hate her, but I didn't like it. Every day, every time we had class, she would make us write a little essay, like a one-page essay. And she would give us a topic to write on. And, oh, I hated that. I hated it with a passion because it just, well, I didn't want to take it, to be honest with you, but I had to take it. Hey, Lisa. But I had to take it. But she made us write every day. Every day. And, is that Trinity instead of Tim? I'm sorry. But it helped. It helped me. It helped me learn how to write a little better and how to leave off some of the unnecessaries and get some ideas in my head. So you just got to, you can edit. You actually prefer that to filming myself. My problem with filming is it slows down what I'm doing. You got to just slow down and say, oh, hold on, I got to set up the camera. I got to get somebody to film it or this, that, or the other. And when I'm busy, I'm just, I don't have time for all that. So a lot of things I wish I'd have filmed, I don't, because I forget or I'm too lazy or whatever. Lisa, I guess y'all have got that cold weather too up there, don't you? Man, I don't see how y'all stand that cold weather. That just, all that northwest. It's pretty country up there, but man, that cold, woo. Pine Tree Hill, if you've noticed something, I have a mind like a steel trap. It stays on one subject. It doesn't vary. It doesn't go off to the left or to the right or backwards. It stays on. Obviously, that's untrue, isn't it? You have ADD and my thoughts. I'm going to get some of y'all. Let's see. I want to put some of y'all up here just a second. There you go. That way you can kind of see the person or their logo or whatever a little bit better. And recording gets in the way of creating. That is true, Michael. I hadn't thought about that. We recorded a couple of years ago. Well, it's been longer than that now. It's been 6 or 7. I don't know. It was before my kids got married. We had a little group. We had a gospel group, and we'd go to different churches and play music. It was almost more of a bluegrass, but it wasn't hardcore twang, twang, twang bluegrass, but it was more of a family bluegrass. And anyway, we went singing. We had several people wanting us to do a CD for them, so we did. Went to a guy I know, and we sat down and recorded. And the first CD we done, we just all got around one mic, and with our instruments, I played a mandolin, and my son and my daughter played just the guitars, and then I had my other daughter play an acoustic bass. And we got around one mic. We just sang the song all together, and that worked pretty good. The next album we tried to do, he done got all fancy on us, and we had to record things separately, and he was going to mix it all. And I understand that. I understand that concept. Oh, I trashed it. I didn't send it off. I didn't get it made or nothing. Had them around the house here just because we done it. But what was I talking about? See, Shelly? One track mind. That's me. Chuck Lee. She done answered you, didn't she, Lisa? I'm sorry, I get so sidetracked. Last group I was in a country gospel. Hey, I like it. I like playing music. I like getting out there. And I'm sorry if I do this all the time. I'm just a fidgety person. I don't have fleas. I promise you I don't. My daughter told me that last time. She did, Daddy, you scratch and do this. And I said, I'm sorry. I just, I don't. I got a FaceTime video from my daughter, so I'm not going to take it. Hey, hold on just a second. Let me take it. I'm going to put her on with y'all. Hey, I'm putting you on something real quick. Say hey to everybody.
Hey, I forgot you were live.
Hey, I'm going to let you go. I'll call you back, okay?
Okay.
Love you. Put her on the spot, didn't I? That'll teach her. That teach her for not being on here. That was my daughter, Charity. Hey, Luke, hold on. Let me put you on here real quick so everybody will see you. I hadn't seen a video from you in a while, Tim or Trinity. Well, I'd say a while. It's been a few days. I think the last one was the pasta sauce, but I hope I see more of that because I like that. Thank you so much, Lisa. Hold on just a second. Let me try and catch up to where y'all are. Oh, I appreciate that. Y'all so kind. Blue collar, I will send that spoon as soon as I think about it. How about that? Which may be today, which may be tomorrow. I'm going to back up here and try and get a couple more of y'all's names up here on the screen so people can look at you and see you. And you know what? There is a way that I'm not real sure how to do it, but there's a way to add people on here. Let's see what this does. I don't know what that done. I pressed something. Oh, let's see what invite means. You can have up to 6 people. Copy the clipboard. All right, I don't know what that meant. I just copied something to clipboard. I was thinking it would be where you could, where somebody could get on here and be with us if you wanted to jump on the screen with us. That way people could actually see your face. I do better when I see a face. That's why I have a hard time with names. Homestead Family Reclaim. How you doing there? Appreciate you coming. Mommy, with you. Did I guilt you into coming? Let me put you on there. Y'all, I don't know what them little doohickeys are on the screen, hands or whatever it is, but this is my daughter, my oldest daughter, my daughter that decided she wanted to get married and move off and have kids and have a life of her own. I'll never forgive her for that because when she left, our little singing group kind of mixed up. I need to put another video on with you singing, sis. That girl sings like an angel. And I'm not saying that with daddy eyes and ears. I got to catch back up with y'all. Let me put some more of y'all up here on the thing. Chuck, click invite, copy, then paste to the chat. Did I not do that? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get you back up here, Lisa. All right. Email, put it in the chat, which I don't recommend. I think I just done that. I thought I just done that. Hold on, I'm straightening up here. Y'all probably don't want to see that much of a close-up of my chin. I thought I'd done that, Lisa. I honestly did, but I I don't know what I'm doing. Singing group mixed up when Hayden got married, not me. Blame it on your brother, huh? Yeah, but hey, y'all got us some good grandbabies, so we're not too mad at you. Hold on, I don't think I've put Homestead Family Reclaim up here yet. And Homestead Aquarious. Hey, Homestead Aquarius, are you from, aren't you from, you from Alabama? I can't remember if you were from Alabama or not. I remember watching your videos, and you had some beautiful country out there with the river, the streams and stuff. Hey, Kacy. I've been going back and forth from one thing to the next. I'm so scatterbrained this morning, to be honest with you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't get to y'all's live too much. I did pop in for just a second, and I left it on while I was running around answering the phone and doing all that. But I do appreciate y'all mentioning my mother and everyone that was praying for her. And I went back. I seen where the card you had showed, our little card. Y'all didn't have to do that. But I certainly appreciate it very much. You've been so helpful, so many people. Homestead Aquarious, yes, sir, from Alabama, northern-ish Alabama. I went, and I probably had mentioned it somewhere. Me and my wife came back from Tennessee, and we decided to drive through, instead of going all the interstate the whole way, we went from Coleman, Alabama to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And I'm thinking the road was like Highway 69, something like that. Beautiful country, just going through all them hills and up and down and all that. But it was some beautiful country up through that, north. I love going up through there. A few years ago, me and my wife went from Tuscaloosa up toward Russellville. And then we cut across into Mississippi. We had something over there in Tupelo we had to go to. But we went to some place. I won't say it wasn't Tuscaloosa. It was out of, was it Tuscaloosa? Bessemer, maybe. Anyway, we cut up through the woods somehow, and it was a neat trip. We was in the middle of nowhere, up and down hills, and beautiful country. Robert, okay. Hold on, let me get you on there, Homestead Aquarius. That way, should be able to see you. But I do appreciate you putting us on there, Kacy. That was so kind of y'all. Where we at? I need an update on my. Hey, you should have got here earlier, sis. She's in a room now. I'll call you in a little bit and update you on her. But they said they think it was which I don't know. They said it possibly was a reaction to that shingles shot that she got earlier during the day. But I don't know. It was kind of scary there for a little bit. Let me back up through here, and I know I've missed some of you, and I apologize so much. I mentioned earlier that I was going to try and start putting. That's why you call. I'm glad you called. I want to do some more. I want to learn how to video better. I want to learn how to edit better. I want to make things interesting. I hate to bore people with the same old stuff, and I don't want to show somebody me an hour and a half of me peeling potatoes. People just don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. I'm tired of that. So I want to make it more interesting. Consequently, I cut most everything. So every video you see, I'm going just cut. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I want to expand my garden. I want to get my chickens. I got some bantams that I'm supposed to be getting. I did, Mackenzie. In fact, that's the one I think I was talking to Shelly over on the Pine Tree Hill. Well, she changed her name. It's not Shelly on the Pine Tree Hill. I think it's just the Pine Tree Hill now. But I did. I checked that out. That I was telling them earlier, that inspired me to no end. I really liked it. He does really good with it, but I like the thought of not limiting yourself because of your insecurities, or not limiting yourself because of your unwillingness to put yourself out there and do things. You just got to get out there and do it. And if it flops, it flops. You just learned another way not to do something. Isn't that what the famous guy said that made the light bulb? Or one of them guys that invent stuff said, I didn't learn another way. I just learned another way not to do it. So I got notifications coming up. All of a sudden, I have no clue why. They just decided. Appreciate that so much, Laura. Hey, every one of y'all, I'm looking on here. Maddie Hapaju. Don't know what that means. Oh, that's the channel. I got you. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up, y'all. I'm slow-witted, slow-minded, slow in everything this morning. I don't know who the Nibio Mesquite thing guy is, but I don't know how to get rid of him. I think that's probably one of them bot things. There may be a way to get rid of him. Block user, unblocking him. So y'all don't have to see it. What was we talking about? Oh, Lisa. Was it Lisa or Laura? One of y'all, I think it was Lisa from Yogi Hollow, was telling me I could I could mash and do the invite button. But I probably didn't want to do that. I'd probably want to do something on email. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I need to get up. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa. I want to get up with some of y'all, or sometime in the near future. You can email me if you want to do it, but I want to try and figure out how to get you on my channel so I can talk to you face to face. This talking by chat, it just drives me crazy. I want you to know it just drives me crazy because I can't see you, and it's not like I'm interacting with it, if you will. So if any of y'all maybe in the future want to try and come on here with me, and we'll try and get that worked out somehow. I'll try and figure out how to do that, because I would really, really love to meet every one of you. Meet every one of you kind of like a face-to-face thing, because I just do better that way. I'm more of a hands-on type person. I had a few things that I wanted to think about, and I don't know if y'all do this every year. Gets close to January, the new year. Think about where I have failed in life. What can I do to do better? I'm out of shape. I ate too much cookies. I ate too much dessert. I ate too much turkey, whatever. And now you're feeling, what's the polite word? Fat. Now you're feeling fat and out of shape, and you're feeling useless and worthless. And now all of a sudden you want to change that. And you want to get back in shape. You want to get back in shape all of a sudden. Well, I had one of those moments. I had a weak moment yesterday where I felt like that I need to get back in shape. I got to get out walking. I got to get out eating right. And click on his name. Yeah, I tried to make mods. Apparently, I got some kind of, it says the StreamYard, and I've seen several of y'all doing the thing with the StreamYard. And of course, I'm too cheap to pay for it, so I'm using the free market or the free deal on it. So I don't know how to make a mod. I tried to go to the 3 dots, and I tried to get it up there. You can't make mods while using StreamYard. Okay. See, that's why I can't do it. I don't know how to do that. Maybe, I wonder if I could do it off of YouTube. Was it Robert? Robert, we live in South Mississippi, down around the Hattiesburg area, just a little bit south of Hattiesburg, called Purvis, a little town called Purvis. So we're just a few hours from y'all. Maybe it takes us about 3.5 maybe to get to Birmingham from here, 3.5, 4 hours to get there. Depends on who's driving. If I'm driving, it takes a little longer because I don't. Okay, Shelly, I'll go to YouTube channel and do it there. See, I'll have to figure all that out. I'm not going to do that while I got all y'all on here. Gail, I do have my phone with me. Does that help? Well, oh, you saying I could get on there on my phone? Okay, I will. I'm going to tell you. I speak a little bit Southern. I'm going to tell you, Gail. I'm going to try and remember to get on there, or after I get off here in just a few minutes. And I'm going to try and figure out how to do that. I still going to try and get my daughter over here, and she's going to try and help me one day. So I'm not going to do that while I got you on here. I'll try and get all that handled while we're off. Coupon Gail, let me put you up there. I like old Gail. She's got 2 channels. She's got this channel is Coupon Gail, and she's trying to build it up and doing a good job of it. And then she's also got Gail Southern Living, maybe. What's the other one, Gail? Is it Gail Southern Living or something like that? Anyway, she's got another channel. I got it on here and I could find it, but I'm not. Go check her out. I like her. She's a sweet lady, got a sweet family. And on this coupon channel, she gives you all kind of deals. Now I'm clueless. I want you to know I'm clueless. I don't shop and do much anything like that. Yeah, Gail Southern Living. Thank you. Hold on. Let me put that up there. It's easier to make a mod while you're live. Okay. Well, I'm only going to be on here for a few more minutes. What was I saying? Oh, Coupon Gail. Coupon Gail. Coupon Gail sounds like old Ray Stevens song. Guitars and Coupon Gail. You need to make a song, Gail. Anyway, she puts all this stuff on here about saving money, how to get coupons, how to write people, how to and something about Penny, and she explained it to me the other day, but I'll be honest with you, right on my head. I don't shop. I don't do that. I'm on here to to try and get my parents to, or not my parents, my wife, which is my parents, to learn how to save money. That's what I'm. Don't tell her that. But anyway, let me get on here. You have to do it in YouTube. Click on names and make them pretty easy. I done that. I want to say I done that when I was testing it, and then I realized I had to have 2 videos up at the same time and all that. Y'all look at that, Riley Lane's my Pop's girl. I don't have Penny shopping down yet. See, what I didn't understand, Gail, was how do you know where to get? I understood how to get it off your video, the penny things, but how do you do that so I don't have to come to your, well, you may want me to just have to come to your video. It don't matter. Either way, it's good. Y'all just go. The point of all this rambling, let's go check out Coupon Gal. I like Coupon Gal. I probably said that already. Shop online mostly. The stores I go to are Dollar General, Tractor Supply, and Lowe's. Hey, Gail will show you how to get stuff for a penny at Dollar General. She sure will. Hedgehog's Homestead. Let me see what you said up here. It's not all the turkeys and all the stuff. It's all the goodies that come along with Christmas. The cookies. Hey, Laura, with all them hot chips and things that y'all been eating lately, I don't see how you do it. I don't see how that right there would cure me from wanting anything. And the jelly beans, y'all are like gluttons for punishment. It just cracked me up that one. That one video, the looks on, it was your family, your in-laws or something like that, on their face when they would eat something, they look like my face all the time. Let's see. Robert, you know exactly where Hattiesburg. I flew out of there about 30 years ago. Well, that's been a little while ago. It's a little drive from here, but not too bad. 30 years ago, well, this coming July the 4th, 30 years ago, me and Blenda said I do just out of a little town called Bassfield, Mississippi, and just out in the country there. And we said I do 30 years. Can you believe that? I don't look that old. She don't either. But anyway, I don't know what we're going to do for our 30-year anniversary. She's done told me I got to do something. So we was probably around the same time. You know why I got married on July 4th? You know why I only got married on July? Why I got married on July 4th is because I could remember it. I knew that I'd always remember July 4th. Of course, I've had to put up with all the people, you lost your independence on Independence Day, yak, 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 yak. But every year they shoot fireworks for our anniversary. Every year. So far, it has not failed that we've had fireworks on our anniversary. And for a long time there, back 30 years ago, a lot of places wasn't even open on that. A service pen. I'm going to tell her you said that. I get us good service pen. Take her out to eat so she don't have to cook. Buy her a card and a rose. Simple but meaningful. Gail, I wish I could get. I wish I could get away with that. I normally do on a regular anniversary. I can get away with that, but on this one, we're gonna have to go somewhere. It don't matter where it's at. We're gonna have to go somewhere, away from the house. I think she is. Let me put that on there. My wife is beautiful. She's a pretty woman. She's a good lady too. She puts up with me. She put up with me for nearly about 30 years. So I got to take her on a trip. Guaranteed that's what she wants. Yeah, I know. You and Mom have been talking, sis. But she is a fine human. She's a good, caring person. She don't like being in front of the camera too much, but I have slowly weaned her away from that. But y'all, I'm looking at the time, and I apologize, but it is Adventures on the Homestead. Hold on just a second. This is the guy I was talking about earlier, and I'm sorry that I can't remember your name. Is it Josh? This is the guy I was telling y'all go check out his video on the his latest video. I can't I can't remember what the name of it was. Oh, goodness. Adventure on the Homestead. Throw it on there if you don't. Jim. Okay, well, I was close. That video was good. I tried to get you some folks. Well, I appreciate that, Michael. I do. We try. We fail at a lot of things, but we don't want to ever be ugly to anybody in any ways. We were talking about your adventures on. Was your ears burning? Gail, I've never been just super shy. I've always been able to meet people. Of course, I'm a minister. I've got to go out. I've got to talk to people whether I want to or not. My wife, though, on the other hand, she is just a little bit more reserved. Let me put it that way. But she's a good person. She likes to help me out when she can. And she's a good sport on some of this junk that I get her into. But look, hey, adventures, I'm sorry you got in so late. We're going to have to wrap her up. I got to get around, get to the hospital, check on my mother. Got to call my daughter. Got to do several things. I do appreciate everybody coming on here. And just want you to know that I'm thankful for your friendship. And if I ever write something in your comments and it sounds bad or ugly, it just means that I don't know how to type, because I always want to encourage you, because y'all are doing a fine, fine job. Look, y'all have a good Tuesday. Looks like the sun's coming out here for just a minute, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. Appreciate that so much. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good day. Let me see how to end this chat. Okay.